Hello Cloud Gurus and welcome to this lecture. And this lecture is all about key policy conditions and in particular via service, which has been coming up in the exams recently. So let's get started. Now, policy conditions can be used to specify a condition within a key policy or an identity access management policy, and the condition must be true for the policy statement to take effect. So, for example, you might want a policy statement to take effect only after a specific date has passed, or you may want to allow or deny an action based on the requesting service. So, which service requested the action? For example, did the request come from S3, RDS, or Lambda, etc.? And KMS provides a whole load of predefined condition keys, and you don't need to know all of them, but I'm just going to show you in the KMS Developer Guide. So here I am in the KMS Developer Guide, and there is a whole section dedicated to AWS KMS condition keys. So I'm just going to click on this link. So these are the predefined condition keys that you can use in key policies and IAM policies as well. But these condition keys are specific to AWS KMS. And if we scroll down, you'll see that there's a whole load of predefined keys. But the most important one, and the one that you must know for the exam, is called KMS via service. So I'm just going to click on that one. And the whole point of KMS via service is that it limits the use of a customer managed key to requests which originate from particular AWS services. So for example, you can use KMS via service to allow a user to use a CMK only for requests that originate from S3 on their behalf, or you could use it to deny the user permission to the CMK when the request comes from Lambda on their behalf. So KMS via service, that's the most important one that you need to know for your exam. And just remember that the services that you specify in the policy must be integrated with KMS. So think services like S3, EBS, RDS, Systems Manager, and Lambda. So let's take a look at an example key policy, which includes the via service condition. So at the top, we have our effect, which is going to be allow. The principal is the ARN for our example user. The action is KMS encrypt. The resource is all. And the condition is the most important part of the policy. And we're using the KMS via service condition. And in this example, the CMK can only be used when the request comes from Amazon EC2 or Amazon RDS in the US West region. So let's move on to our exam tips for key policy conditions. Just remember that policy conditions can be used to specify a condition within a key policy or an IAM policy, and KMS provides a set of predefined condition keys which can only be used in a key policy. And if you're interested in finding out more about all the different predefined condition keys, you can take a look in the KMS Developer Guide. But the one that you do need to know for the exam is KMS via service, which will allow or deny access to your CMK according to which service originated the request. So for example, S3, RDS, EBS, Lambda, SQS, or Systems Manager, etc. So that is the end of this lecture. So that's everything that you should need to know about key policy conditions and via service. If you have any questions, please let me know. If not, feel free to move on to the next lecture. Thank you.